The land is green, it's green, oh, oh. The land is green, it's green. Can't you see? The harvest is ready, 'cause the Lord of the harvest told me so.
Hello, so today I'll be chatting with Mr. Adeniyi Ojikutu. He's the President of Computers and Allied Products Nigeria and also the Vice President of Young Entrepreneurs Association of Nigeria. He's the CEO of Pacific Technologies Limited that can boast of hiring over 100 employees in Nigeria. That's a lot. So we're really happy to
Thank you very much for having me.
We've been chatting with a lot of entrepreneurs. The question we've been asking is, what does value mean to you? Because we believe that success leaves clues, and if you want to be successful, that means you have to create value. And by creating value, you would attract people to you that will give you the wealth you want or the success you want. Yeah, what does value mean to you?
Yeah, thank you. Value is the utility that you extend from money, and value is what you give in returns you get paid for. So, and everybody has a value. The quality of your personality, and your total being is attached to a particular value. That's for women. For products, what people derive as satisfaction is what value is. In economics, it's called utility, and based on that, it's called the value. The words in woman in product is called satisfaction and utility derived. So value is what you now give out to now get paid for. This can be applied to every industry, in medical science, in engineering, in education, in fashion designing, creative writing, in literature, in theater arts, in entertainment. Now, a performer comes on stage and everybody is the noise at which the enthusiasm that people have receiving that artist is what value the artist carry. While you see another performer or a musician come on stage and maybe 10% of the people just feel excited. That's why you now see when they want to have shows, they will now put some prime artists at probably the beginning, the middle to keep the event on, and the last will be the most primed, So the value in human being has to do with, the quality of the being. While you see people are lawyers and people want to say, okay, they have election cases, they must hire sons and lawyers that probably would have won cases before and would give them results. So the value that is attached to that human being. And when it comes to products, it is the satisfactions that people derive. If you use a product, for instance, you use a phone, you see, you can imagine the microseconds at which the processor puts, like you want to check your mail, you want to send his message, the microseconds at which it does put and it does delivers are the value added. Some people will value the photograph quality, the picture quality, some people infographics, some people the selfie edit features. So these are the values that are attached to product. And when it comes to maybe production like food, you understand, when you say you have a local custard, some people will have the milk to theirs from the factory, and it will give it more value. So to every product, there is a selling point. It now encompasses the value and the perception and the buy-in people are going to give. So to every entrepreneur, value is what do I give to get money. So the more you add to what you exchange or what you sell or what service you produce is what makes your value go up. And the higher your value does go up, the better for the wages that you receive.
Okay, thank you so much. I like this perception because the way you described it now, you added the person, meaning the personal brand and also product brand and everything. And it really makes sense because the way you described it, it has to do with your integrity in business because it adds to your value and your ability to deliver what you said you deliver. And also in the product aspect, you describe it in such a way that whatever you are bringing to the market has to be valuable, like to the marketplace. It has to be relevant to the people you are bringing it to. Okay, and this is a man that knows what he's talking about because his office is filled with awards. So could you share a personal experience of how being of value, how creating value, how going that extra mile has contributed to all this and what's that.
Okay, thank you very much. Sincerely, I must say that quality of an entrepreneur is to be very flexible, smart, honest, ready to learn, very adaptive, very rugged, a risk bearer, an innovator, and so many other qualities. So these are qualities that makes a good entrepreneur. And as an entrepreneur, trust is very key. To every good business that you do, and you do well to your customers, they will refer minimum of 10 people to you at every point in time. I tell you, in Computer Village, there are years that, I was not even investing money onto the business, maybe because I diversified to agriculture. But I must tell you that people will come looking for me and say they must buy from Ojikutu because they bought from me 12 years ago.
Yeah.
And they will look for me, and I'll be at the comfort of my office and I'll do business, I'll make 1 million naira. Without maybe somebody I've even forgotten, they'll just come with a piece that they have an invoice, they have my invoice with them, and they must do business with me. That is value added. And most of the time, I don't just allow people, I'm talking in terms of buying and selling.
Yeah.
I don't just allow people to come and tell me, I want to buy. I'll ask you, what are you into? Are you a graphic artist? Are you an architect? Are you a lecturer in Faculty of Accounting or Business Admin? Are you a photo designer? Are you into production? Then when you tell me what you're into, I'll now be able to advise you on either what you need is speed or large volume of storage or high quality of graphics. Then when you tell me, and I'll tell you, do this, don't do this, I will convince you to take what I know will suit you. Do you now know where value comes in? I'm not just now a salesperson. I now become a consultant in the field.
Like an authority.
Like an authority, because people will say that, if not for you that asked me to buy this system, I've been using it in the last 9 years and it has served me. I'll now ask, give me an estimate of how much you have made from this system, how many contracts have you won, and we'll burst to laughter. And at the end of the day, I've now become an authority and a consultant when people want to make choices. So it's not that you just be in a marketplace to just do buying and selling sometimes. Even when you provide services, you make clothing, when you make shoes, you understand, you know the shape of the leg. We recommend you to study more on what you do. So that when you study your customers, so that you'll be able to guide them aright. So you won't just be somebody that is making shoes. You'll be somebody that will advise that, you have XYZ shape, this is what will suit you. You now make such shoes for them. People now begin to like, you look beautiful, or you make hair, or you're a makeup artist. And you do, things for people, and people now begin to commend. You do incentives by giving free makeups, by giving, free services. You might not make much, but these are things that will bond you. Long-term value. So these things, apart from the fact that people have studied engineering, they are into business. Business itself is a field that you must make sure that you learn these things. And you do it in advanced business management, business admin classes, like bonding, competitive advantage, and so many other things. But people that now, everybody is becoming an entrepreneur. Yeah. So automatically, even if you cannot go to the classroom for MBA courses, go for trainings, go for seminars, so that some of these topics will be broken down, and automatically you will earn your own MBA, Masters in Business Admin, from trainings.
Yes.
Because there are MBAs that are done maybe in Dubai and London for like 1 week. And they will give people MBA for 1 week. So what are you doing in the classroom for 18 months? But you must make sure that you attend all these things so that you'll be able to add value to your businesses. That's my advice.
Thank you very much. So you've shared a lot, shared something of personal branding, product branding, improving yourself as an entrepreneur, and you gave us like 8 characteristics of an effective entrepreneur. So I would like to hear from you guys. What did you take out from this our chat with Mr. Ojikutu, and how would you apply it to your job or your business, whichever one you're doing, whether 9 to 5 or 24/7? So thank you so much.
The land is green.